Shazam?
Peacemaker. What a joke. I'm nobody. I came because I had no choice. I came to save my home and the people that I love.
Truth, justice,
the American way.
I'm vengeance.
Hello and welcome back to Elseworlds, a DC fan podcast. Today we're taking a look at that Super Bowl trailer that launched on Sunday at 6 o'clock. But then we're also going to take a quick look at the TV spot, which I think does have a couple different scenes. So we're going to talk about those two things. We're going to watch them. Then we're going to watch them again with me kind of picking out stuff that's sticking out to me. And then I think we're going to then watch the spot and do the same thing and just kind of talk. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready for The Flash. Here we go.
Tell me something. You can go anywhere. Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern that it can't help reliving. Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. It's my face. You stole my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce,
I could fix things.
you could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening. I completely broke the universe. Zod,
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
Oh. You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future. What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
It's not Clark.
My name is Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Our kids are gonna want to see this.
June 6th is when that June 16th, sorry, is when that drops. Really excited for it. This is like my third time watching it. I think I watched it during the Super Bowl, and then I watched it probably when I got home. And, you know, this was a movie that James Gunn said is one of the best superhero movies of all time because he got to watch it ahead of time. This is one that he didn't have a hand in making, so I don't think it comes from like I gotta pump this up. He's not saying that about some of these other movies. So he wants to work with Andy Muschietti, who directed this movie. I think this looks really, really cool. I think it looks great, not just for the Keaton stuff. I know a lot of people are like, well, you're only excited because of Michael Keaton back as Batman. I think one thing that's very smart about what they've done is putting, especially in the trailer, putting the Barry story forward. Him going back to save his mother and, like how that is affecting him. And then it being clear enough that in the trailer that what we're seeing is a different universe because he went back and made those changes. I'm glad they spell that out in the trailer. People shouldn't be confused with this trailer. They should want to see it. The reaction online has been great. Even people that I know, my friend Logan, who's not super into DC, said he thought this movie looked cool. His wife was like, it's my Batman who's in the movie because it's Michael Keaton. So there are people there who are drawn to it for just like seeing Batman, of course, but also I think this trailer was exactly what we needed out of the Flash trailer to show everyone this movie looks fun. This movie looks cool. There's a lot of fight scenes that you're going to dig. The Batman, Michael Keaton, coming down this huge, I don't know, like circular pillar maybe, and then taking out like 5 guys as they're shooting at him. You have Supergirl going off on people. You have the cool scene with the 2 Flash characters going backwards and their heels touching and then them going forward again. There's a lot of great scenes in this trailer that I think can hook casual fans, which is what they need, to really try to grab some people and say, this is going to reboot some stuff. This looks fun. Go see this movie because it's fun. Don't worry about how it connects right now. Just go see it because it's fun, like you should when you go see a movie. So we're going to watch it one more time. I'm going to turn down the volume a little bit. And here we go. I love it. Starts right off with the heart of the movie.
Another timeline. Another universe. So why do you want to stay and fight to save this one?
Because this is the world where my mom lives. I'm not gonna lose her again. Time has a pattern.
I like this scene where it goes from day to night as little Barry's leaving.
Different people, different worlds, drawn to each other like magnets. My face. So my face.
If you were to go into the past, you have no idea what the consequences can be. Bruce,
The flash ring, I like it.
you could also destroy everything.
This can't be happening.
Zod.
I completely broke the universe. Zod.
We've been waiting for you.
I created a world with no metahumans. And now there's no one to defend us.
Want some help?
The Batcave.
You are.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Here's the cool dive. Oh. We get Batfleck here.
If I can't undo what I did, if I can't get back, there might not be a future.
Oh, the blue and gray.
What's the play? Batman, what do we do?
We try not to die.
Here's Kara just going off.
It's not Kara.
Kara.
I'm Barry. We're Barry. Barry, what are you doing?
Our kids are gonna want to see this.
All right, so that is the end of the trailer here. We're about to jump over the TV spots, but just again, some things that are jumping out to me. It's awesome to get Zod into this movie, getting Supergirl. We're getting two Batman, Ben Affleck. What I would assume is before Barry travels back, right? And then, of course, landing in a universe where Keaton is the main Batman and there's no metahumans. So, Batman is pretty much the only hero, I would assume, because he's just a guy with suits and, tools and, weapons, stuff like that, like batarangs, like utilities, that kind of stuff. He's not a metahuman, so I'm guessing at some point we also see our Barry having yellow lightning around him. He usually has blue when you go back and watch like Justice League or Zack Snyder's Justice League. And then you have this part where it is Barry having the alternate Barry, right, having blue, and looks like maybe getting struck by blue lightning at some point, and then you have ours with yellow. I don't know if they'll say why. Maybe at some point we see Supergirl lifting up a Barry to the sun. Maybe there's a different lightning strike that they get hit with that causes him to have yellow lightning around him instead of the blue. I don't know, but it's cool that there's a way to be able to differentiate between our Barry, alternate Barry. That's great. That's exactly what we need to not just have the different suit. Like, if you can really pay attention, like leaks have seen this, I think Muschietti even shared a picture of this other Flash suit, which is a Michael Keaton Batman suit that is a spare, and spray paint it red and yellow with the Flash colors, which I think is really cool. You can kind of see it in a few of the shots in the trailer, but it's not like it happens also fast. It's not super clear. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up the TV spot that aired during the Super Bowl, which is shorter, but has, I think, some different scenes in it. 50 seconds. So we'll watch this one full sound, and then I will watch it again with some my thoughts, lower sound.
What's happening?
You changed the future. And you changed the past. Want some help?
You're.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Watch the full trailer online now. The Flash, only theaters June 16th.
All right, so let's go ahead and rewind that and play it again. So it's a little different here.
What's happening?
We see this scene with Zod and Supergirl. This is Barry getting struck by lightning, it looks like. This looks like a old... Okay, so in the TV spot here, I'm just going to pause it, because this has been going around. I don't think this is in the trailer. It looks like it's only in the TV spot. But there is here when you open up, it looks like old Bruce. It looks like Michael Keaton with maybe long gray hair, but he opens up this thing and he has a few bat suits. It looks like he's got front and center the one that he's going to wear that is like the most inspired by Batman 89 and Batman Returns. On the left, it looks like he has, I don't know, maybe guns. It's hard to see. Then left, second second to the left here, over his shoulder, I don't know how to describe it, but he's got a gray and blue, which looks awesome. Then you have like third to the left. Really hard to kind of see the difference. It looks like a lot more cloth where his cape is going to the bat symbol. Behind that looks like another sort of variation. Kind of looks like to the second to the right here that it's almost like Batman v Superman armored suit, but with the 89 logo. And then to the far right, he looks like he has goggles, so it's almost looking to me like the Nightmare Batman with just like a 1989 look over top of it. And then that's our first time hearing Supergirl, other than her just saying what her name was in the last trailer.
Want some help?
You're.
Yeah. I'm Batman.
The cool action scene with the Tim Burton music again. Danny Elfman score. The Batmobile.
Watch the full trailer online now.
And then just quick snippets from the trailer that we already
Only
watched.
June 16th.
So closer to 44 seconds. I do like that they're saying, hey, read where it all began. They have an official movie tie-in comic. They have Flashpoint. And they have the New 52 Flash that they're showing there. But pretty interesting. So that's where we kind of leave ourselves here with The Flash. To me, this looks like a fun movie. This is a movie that doesn't even need to be a hit. They're already kind of moving on from this film. You know, this isn't like the hit it needed to be before they had hired James Gunn and before AT&T took over. I mean, that before Discovery took over with the merger. So in my opinion, this doesn't have to be the big hit that it needed to be a year ago, even. What it needs to be is just good. Probably make some money, but other than that, it really just needs to kind of maybe bump up the name of DC in movies again. Get people believing in DC films again. They did with the Batman, and we haven't. Well, we had Black Adam, which kind of hurt a bit. People didn't really seem to like it. I did, but others didn't seem to. And that was it for... Was that it? I think that was it. So a lot of those movies that were supposed to come last year got bumped to this year. You know, we got Shazam in March, which we'll talk about on here. We have Blue Beetle after The Flash. We have The Flash. We have Aquaman in December. So we have 4 movies that are kind of the end of this current run until we flip over and start building towards Superman in 2025. Next year is kind of a light year. I think we got like, if you're talking movie-wise, I think it's just Joker 2. I think that's it for DC. I think you're going to get some TV shows. We'll probably get Creature Commandos next year. We're probably getting Waller if possible. But movie-wise, this is like a big year for DC. And as James Gunn said, any of these people can still come back. So I guess if it is a big hit, you're probably going to get another Flash movie. With Ezra Miller, that's a whole other question, I guess. Depends on how people are receiving Ezra as Barry, and not so much if the movie's a hit. I would say most of the general population doesn't really know about Ezra Miller's struggles. I don't think there is a world outside Twitter and a world outside Reddit and a world outside social media where this didn't really get a lot of play, I don't think. The people like us that are going to be following all this stuff and reading all the trade reports and reading social media where it was a huge meme with the Hawaii jokes where Ezra got in trouble. It's kind of this thing of, okay, I guess we'll see how it plays out. But, online, there's this huge sentiment of people being even like, don't go see this movie, which I think is kind of odd. I mean, I think in the sense of if the movie's good, I'm going to go see the movie. Let me fix that. I'm going to see the movie anyway, right? I'm covering it on this show. I think it looks great. And I can kind of separate the actor from the character. So I'm not super worried about that. Now, when we're talking about sequels or keeping Ezra Miller and stuff like that, it depends on how their reform goes, right? Like how Ezra continues to improve their mental health and getting help. It sounds like from what Peter Safran is saying that Ezra is committed to that. In that sense, like I said in another episode, if they actually get help and they're actually able to make themselves a better person, I have no problem with them reprising the role. People are somehow creating this false equivalency of, why are we keeping Ezra but getting rid of Henry Cavill? Why are we keeping Ezra and getting rid of Gal Gadot? That's not confirmed, by the way. Or why are we keeping Ezra and Momoa and not keeping everyone else? We'll see how this all shakes out. It could very much be a possibility that because they don't want to harm the box office, James Gunn and Peter Safran are just saying that there's a chance for these stories and these 4 movies this year to still play a part going forward. But that's all there really is to it right now. I think we also got some confirmation that Peacemaker Season 2 is kind of on a holding pattern while the rest of this stuff was getting fleshed out. Because I know I speculated in the DC Slate episode about, is Waller replacing that? Doesn't seem like it. It just seems like it was kind of put on hold. I guess we'll get more information on that as we continue going forward. But yeah, I think that's all there really is to talk about here. I mean, I could probably talk forever about the trailer. There is limited things to talk about with it, so that's kind of all I can say, right? Like there isn't too much to dive into. It looks like a fun story. Having some of these characters from these other movies coming into this sounds fun. And that's all it needs to be. A fun movie with heart of Barry trying to save his mother. I'm going to keep saying it, I love that they touch on that heart portion of it right off the bat to try to get people on the Flash's side. Because, there are people that were just excited about Keaton coming back or seeing Supergirl, seeing Zod, anything other than the main character, Barry Allen. So I think getting us with the hook of his home life and saving his mother, I think can maybe sway some of those people to say, actually, I know Batman is the draw here, but I'm really interested about him wanting to save his mom. Like, that's a nice story. So we'll see how it plays out. Other than that, I just want to thank you all for watching or listening. If you want to give us a follow, it is at Elseworlds DC Fan on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can hit us up all there. Thank you all for watching or listening. Have a great rest of your week. We'll catch you next time.